Hello indeed! This is a commentary track for The Proxy, written and directed by Riyad Barmania, starring Tom Colley, Daisy Head, Nathaniel Parker and me, Stuart Ashen, and all sponsored by Alienware UK. And that was my face, and here is a prop I'm pretending was sent to me from the evil Tom Bishop, who turns out not to be evil, but does turn out to be very fictional. You may notice, if you're a regular viewer of my videos, that this part of the sofa is even tattier than normal. Have a look at that rip in the bottom left-hand corner. Basically, this is part of my sofa which was shipped all the way from Norwich to London, driven up there by my mate Phil, bless his heart, who then had to drive back very quickly because the area he was dropping it off to was something of a small road and he blocked it entirely with his van while he was doing it. But never mind. I don't really want to mention this, but this intro bit, where I just sort of make stuff up like I do every week, actually took about 10 takes to get all the dialogue and the props and timing correct. It's a lot easier when you're not having to sync it in with other things. Honest. Please believe me. Oh, blimey, it's all happening now, look. I've been smacked in the guts by an evil man. And that was a heck of a smack in the guts, as I actually got a 12 rating from the BBFC, which is quite astonishing, really. That's technically slightly harsher than they gave The Woman in Black. I wonder if actually it was just because I showed my face. No idea. There's Ollie and his scary eyes. Ooh, he's getting a bit of a run. Branches! My one weakness, dearie me. Technical people, the first part of the video was shot on my usual Canon Legria HFS11 as I was using at the time, but obviously now it's gone on to the more professional camera, I believe a Sony PMW F3L with ultra prime lenses. I don't know what they are, but that's a USB stick. And here's Tom from next door, who's also called Tom in real life, which made things a lot easier. What's he going to find? I think we know the answer to that. An evil man. You can tell he's evil because he's got sunglasses and a black coat. It's shorthand for evil, basically. This isn't going to end well. It's a Nerf gun painted black! As many people noticed. I didn't realise how popular Nerf guns were. Also, this music. A lot of people emailed me saying, where do I get the music? Answer, I don't know. I would presume it's stock music of some kind, because no music man is credited to my knowledge. Right, we've just gone from a London street to the basement of, I think it was Shoreditch Town Hall. Ooh! That's a nasty hit Tom gets on the back there. He actually bruised his back during filming, because he accidentally hit that pipe on the left once. Oh, actually it was that. I think we used the take where he got hurt. Bless him. He did obviously have some kind of protective armour on his back, but hey, caught it funny on the pipe. But he was a trooper. He went on and hardly cried at all. I cried a lot, but for different reasons. I'm a very sad man. Man, that haircut is bad. My hair is usually much shorter than that in real life, but it's not as funny. Oh, he's back! And he looks angry. Let's punch him while he stands there. And something horrible has happened to his neck off-screen because, we couldn't have things too violent. Now he's vomiting light, which you don't see a lot these days. And he's collapsed into pixels. Just like doesn't happen very often in real life. And I collapsed to the floor, where it's astonishingly cold. This was seriously cold at the time this was going on. I think it was about 0 degrees outside, and flipping crikey, that was portenting or something. We saw lasers and hands. Comfy bed. A bed I was very careful not to damage, as technically it belongs to the person who runs the production company, so it was kind of the boss's bed. So I tried not to vomit in it too much. Yes, parcels. Technically doctor, but let's not get into that. Well, it's your bed now, is it? Very possessive man. And now the reveal. It's the scary woman at the end of the bed wearing a sort of equestrian thing, really. Who wouldn't want to be in bed with YouTube sensation Ashens? I get literally no requests for that all the time. I nearly actually said that line in the commentary there. It's burned into my brain. Originally, I also mentioned the one from Knights of the Old Republic, Revan, but that was cut out, probably for pacing purposes and because it means absolutely nothing to 99% of the people watching. It's a phone. Oh, we know him. It's Nathaniel Parker. He's been in a lot of things. I think he's been in over 60 films and television shows. He also likes riding horses, he told me. And when I went back to the hotel after filming after he told me that, I turned on the television to discover a version, or a episode of A Touch of Frost where he was actually riding a horse. You can't escape the man. And every day he brought in sweets or chocolates. He is excellent, and I will kill any man who disagrees. I wonder where that location actually is. I have no idea. He's looking at his Poundland watch and wondering why it always says 17:30. Oop. This is where I get caught stealing other people's post. Don't do that in real life. It annoys people. Yeah, I need more YouTube subscribers. It's my lifeblood! Without it, I wither and die. Oop, look out. Here comes Steve. Sorry, evil trenchcoat man. Steve there is actually a champion martial artist in wushu. So don't pick a fight with him. I never do. Man, that's a realistic bruise. Fantastic makeup there. I'd have just sprayed some ketchup on him. Here he comes. Hefty boots. 203. Was it the Queen Mother's age when she died? I forget. All good illicit dealings have code names. Come on now. There he is. Yes, he was in Stardust. He was the father. Oh, Connor. That's Connor Jatta from the RH Experience, a improvisational comedy troupe. I think they always wear those orange hoodies, actually. Yes, we should go. While we were filming one of the street sequences, a man walked past and was most displeased with us. Said something along the lines, well, in fact, said exactly, "If you film me, I'll mash up your camera." Wasn't particularly worried at the time, because of course I was with Steve, who is a martial arts expert. But also, why mash up a camera? Did he mean smash up, or was he actually intending to take footage of the camera and remix it to a hip-hop soundtrack? I've got no idea. Looks like I'm wearing a backpack there, hidden under my shirt. I'm not. I've just got terrible posture from years of working in front of computers. I forget how many takes it took to get this dialogue. It was very hard because actually relatively busy streets. There were people walking past, cars going past, demons rising from the floor. You know, the sort of stuff you always get in London, really. So is this London or Norwich? I've never worked that out. I think it's London pretending to be Norwich. Yeah, that's good enough for me. Never. That's what I do. It's my job. Ooh, off we go. Missing from this full cut, of course, is the ancillary content, the little bits we had on the extra websites. Many of them being sort of full websites built for the purpose. If you go to the sort of specific page, you just get the information. There's also a whole background thing, which is nice. Good for me. It's not a bad shirt. It's from Oh, yeah, okay. I'll go with that. Oh, he is. Poundland BP watch. No. Never patronise the evil staff. They've got weird guns. See, he's pleased to have his. The man on the left there is Bo, who is the stunt coordinator and stuntman himself. Also directs remarkably good music videos. Always slightly worrying to act alongside a really top quality actor like him, since I kind of just play an exaggerated version of myself. You know, a bit like when you're chatting up women. And never call your minions minions. They hate that. Door's locked. We've run off. There's two of them, they've got guns. Wow, he did a weird thing with his mouth there. Now that's nifty. I could do with some of that in real life. If you're wondering why Bo has a ponytail, it's for another part. so we couldn't ask him to cut it off. I always have the strange compulsion to cut off ponytails when I see them anyway, but that's just because I'm pure evil. You know, I didn't want to get bruised. I was wearing a white shirt. Oh, look out. It's Steve. Chucking Tom around. Run, run. Look out. It shoots fire or something. That's not going to end well, is it? And she's been shot. So basically, I'm fine, and really that's all that matters. So, well, there we go. Oh, she's having flashbacks again. Oh, that's Ellie. She, at the time, was the person who did all the sort of accounts and things. So she's the person who made sure I got paid, bless her. She now is the creative director, I believe. Phone box! They're always full of filth. There was some really nasty residue in the bottom right-hand corner of this phone box, and I really don't want to think what it was. I imagine it's still there. Is a phone box actually analog technology these days? I don't know. He really punched him there, you know, and they did that 15 times before it made the right noise. The simplest of jobs. He was supposed to be Prime Minister? You should have stolen more. Maybe he's a comic book character. They're always coming back to life. An inexhaustible supply of men in trench coats. That's a strange dream to have. Ooh. Doing his own dirty work there, nearly. The voice of the uber evil man. Also supplied by Nat Parker there. Except not in the last scene, I don't think. We'll cross that bridge when we come to it. He needs answers from him. He's never going to pass that quiz if not. Ooh! Finger horror. Here I am, lost outside a building. It's Sule Rimi, the actor. No, you're not. You're an actor. I've seen you. This is my favourite bit because I got to make up stuff on the spot. Go on, get to the bit where I say bitey. Hooray! If I can get the word bitey in, everything is good. Yeah, well, you're obviously evil. Everybody's evil except me and Tom. And maybe Sarah. We haven't worked that out yet. Ooh! A bit of 3D mapping. And now they've locked Tom in a box. Inexplicably, Tom actually quite liked being in the box and stayed in there between takes, which was somewhat surprising. I don't know why. Maybe he was born in a coffin. That's unlikely, but who knows. This way. Oh, it's even upside down. Look, the ultimate insult. Dearie me. Oop. Shove it on a chair. And I got the word tat in. And a Poundland joke. Hooray! Ooh. It's all getting a bit existential. In case you're interested, incidentally, the costume designer, Sean Jenkins, also designed for the feature films Bronson, Panic Button, Elfie Hopkins, and The Numbers Station. I've never heard of the film The Numbers Station, but I'm very interested in Numbers Station, so I'm going to have to get hold of that, I think. That reminds me of a song. No, I'm not going to sing it. Everybody likes me, apart from most people. Here she is. What's going to happen Maybe an inexplicable dance sequence. Worrying abilities. Maybe she can write songs for Justin Bieber. I've seen a gun. Come on, I want a gun. Everybody wants a gun. Well, probably not in real life, that's quite dangerous, but when you're acting in something. Oh, he's got a real gun. Where's my plasticky one? Go on. Yeah, that was me being hard, or as close as I get. This isn't going to end well for him, is it? And as if by magic, his brain turns off. Yes, I just said that. Pay attention. Oh, poor old Sule. Hooray! I get to shoot somebody! Another little dream fulfilled. What you can't see in this scene is just off to the side of Daisy there is her dad, Anthony Head, who played Giles in Buffy the Vampire Slayer, who came on set that day to pick her up and watched this scene just off shot. And yes, it is slightly worrying to be watched by a sort of really accomplished, famous actor whilst you're running around like a prat. Don't worry, Tom, you're out of the box now. And look, we've got this even smaller box for you to get into. Incidentally, that box crate thing was made, in about an hour by the props team. It was amazing. Literally got a load of plywood, bang, bang, crash. It looked exactly like a real crate. Well, I suppose technically it is a real crate, just one they've made at the time. Ah, who's this man? Oh, God, look at my back there, man. I've got to get that sorted. Sing the Skyrim song. Go on, Harry. Yes, it's Harry Partridge, gentlemanly animator, who was kindly enough to say yes when I asked him if he'd like to pretend to be a tramp. He's gone now. Oh, all too brief a scene. He's very good as Harry. Grove Street Media, really the offices of Channel Flip, the production company. We'd filmed a lot of scenes on stairs, so we got bored of that and decided to do this one in the lift off the cuff. I like it because it reminds me of the Blues Brothers. Daisy almost corpsing there, was that? I missed that. No, I don't think she was. Damn these professionals. Ooh, the lights are off, but the computers are home. Made by Alienware, funnily enough. Lighty keyboard. Strange thing. They're making soup. No, definitely soup. Look, there's a mushroom in it. You could get them to vote for you, and then you could become mayor of a small town. Weird bit of trivia, the producer Jamie had to disappear as soon as the Proxy was filmed because his wife was having a baby. Aww. He named her Darth. No, not really. Ooh. And now we're on the roof of the Channel Flip building. To be perfectly honest, for no good reason other than it looks really cool. It's bloody cold up there, though. I think it's about -2 by this stage. Magic healing hands, like a paladin in Eye of the Beholder. A video game almost everybody listening to this will be too young to remember. Originally that was written in that I was supposed to have had a bit of my toe lost during a school skiing trip. But I had to have that exercised from the script because there's just no way my school would have had a skiing trip. If we went to the seaside, it probably would have been too much. We're lucky my school had a roof. Now, this was bloody horrible filming that bit. This or that particular... Ooh, look at that spooky eye. You'll notice the same thing that appears in the glowing eyes of the evil people. No, that tunnel we were in earlier is in a place called the Old Abattoir, which is literally an old abattoir. And that's like this horrible, no windows, unlit tunnel where they presumably took things to be killed at one stage, and it was all a bit... Ugh. But now we're back in Shoreditch Town Hall basement, which is much nicer. Told him. Yeah, see? Haha, I have gone now. I think it's got a bit beyond that, Tom, old son. Look out, there's a twist coming. I really hope you're not watching this for the first time with my commentary. Notice the cutaway there. It's almost impossible to actually smash one of those under a shoe. She doesn't remember him. Come on, you must have seen him. He's been in so many TV programmes. Whoa. Unfortunately, what you don't see in that sequence is that I dropped the gun, which leads to a bit of a continuity error, kind of. But nobody noticed, which is excellent. You'll also notice that was photoshopped, that writing on the wall there. And the reason behind that is Shoreditch Town Hall is one of these protected buildings where you cannot mark or stick anything on the walls at all at any stage, or you're immediately shot in the chin by a sniper. Yes, door guarding. Do I really have to point that out? Who are these people? Answer, mostly people who work for the production company and their friends. Car bombs, never good. Disappearing from hospitals, so not good. The dreaded fire effect. Apparently that scene with Daisy in the car was filmed and then played backwards. I don't know why that is, but it's on this list of trivia I've got in front of me. Oh, look, it's her! It turns out she's Peter's daughter. Quickly, zap it into our brains, because we haven't got enough time to explain it slowly. Here we are, back at the Channel Flip offices. This is the meeting room, I believe. In real life, it's generally considered quite bad form for a father to involve his daughter in human trafficking. So don't do that if you've got children. Look, just into the first available envelope, which I then stole, and then through my own greed and stupidity ended up hijacking a perfectly decent sci-fi drama with my own brand of stupidity. Scary mummy. It's Ellie again. Hello, Ellie. No, you didn't. Like what? Okay, I'll go along with that. Escaping upstairs. I like that, because in nearly all science fiction stuff, people get all this stuff beamed into their brains and it has no effect on them. Look, it actually made somebody ill. I think the only other series I've ever seen that happen in was a series called The Lost Room, which was very good. Look that up if you can. And not delicious mallows? No, you're not. You're a maniac. You've got science fiction freaks running around killing people. Didn't you notice? The shadowy superior. We've all got them somewhere. Just that usually they don't kill you. I'm sure they'd like to. You woke up on the floor and she was gone. I've had nights like that. You cannot pronounce it in your human language. Never. Oh, looks like I'm giving her the thumbs up there, but I'm actually pointing at her with my thumb up. Oh, strange angles. Oh, here we go. Fight sequence, man. Now we're talking. Took a long time to do this. They had to rehearse and then do everything in about 5 hours, I believe. And while this was going on, me and Tom played Scrabble. And Tom beat me really, really badly because he's very good at Scrabble, and I'm not. And he was really nice about it afterwards, so I couldn't even hate him. Hey, more people? We like people. I saw Sam Pepper listed there, another YouTube chap. No, you haven't told us yet. You mean they're supposed to be like call centre workers? Oh yeah. More zappy fiery. I don't remember seeing the shield before. That was nifty. It's me pretending I know what I'm doing. They just keep on coming. Unfortunately, her powers don't. Told you should have brought the Gatling gun. Would she listen? No, she knew it all. Do it, man. I almost looked like I cared there. Where's my Oscar? I'm not talking about my dog, who is also called Oscar. She's in trouble. But don't worry. Because we've broken their brains like that bit in the Phantom Menace. Now, all these people, I think, one of these, I don't know who it is the chap who runs Sci-Fi London. Oh, well, they're all dead now, so who cares? But she is not. But we don't know that yet. You cut his finger off. What's more painful than... Oh. Nope. They did. And they ain't coming back this time. Unless I press a different button on the computer. Not sure how that works. I really should learn some move other than running into people while shouting. Hadouken would be good. Now, those X-rays are up the right way. We cannot stress that strongly enough. That's because the visual effects supervisor goes out with somebody who is an X-ray technician, and he would never have heard the end of it if they were upside down. Look out, it's Mr. Evil. Mr. Evil, I believe, played by production assistant Jeremy Pack. If not, he should have been. Jeremy's a nice bloke. Different voice. That voice, I believe, was Greg, the assistant director. Ooh, this isn't going to end well for you, I'm afraid. Told ya. That was very Doctor Who, wasn't it? Also reminded me a bit of The Seventh Guest, yet another old obscure video game you will never have heard of. Well, destroy yourself to heal yourself. It's something we all face at some point in our lives. Felt a bit bad about this. We weren't supposed to damage the walls, but we set the whole building on fire. It's amazing. All the places I work at end up like that. Good idea. No, I hate tea in real life. Hate it. I would make myself a cup of coffee, or drink the blood of a goat. Problem is, we live next door to each other, so one of us isn't going to go home, and I've already said I am, so ha! And we're off. How sad. But, turns out healed fingers shoot lasers. I'm glad she didn't heal my toe. That'd been really weird and would probably have ruined my shoes. Well, he's a shoo-in for Britain's Got Talent next year. And here we are. Now the question is this Sarah or Christine? I think it's Sarah, who was healed by Christine destroying herself and has worn those clothes so she's not naked. Because we didn't have a certificate for that. And she remembers everything! And her eyes are still a bit 3D and funny. Ooh, foreboding. Now don't look into the camera, you're not Lovejoy. And here's all the lovely people who worked themselves half to death to make it. And me, who basically sat around and drew willies on other people's scripts. So there you are, that is the commentary for the Proxy. I'm going now, goodbye!